Greetings, history buffs, and welcome to episode 10 of History Lessons with the History Maker. I am your host, the real wrestler Gavin McGavin, and today we look at Scotty Ryan versus Taylor King from Hot Summer's Night in 2018. We begin with Scotty Ryan climbing the turnbuckle and raising the Coastal Championship high. This was February 2018. He had defeated me for the title in July of 2017. There you see it, the EPW Coastal Championship, and he'd been defending it ever since. This match was his first defense for 2018 against Taylor King. Jones Good here with the announcements as Taylor King is standing and using an air horn to block out his own announcement. Not the smartest move. Throwing it there to his then security guard, T-Panay. At this point in time, T-Panay, that's all he was. He was not an in-ring competitor. He was just a security guard and part of the Taylor King task force. Conspicuous by his absence was Jack Edwards, who I believe may have actually been trapped in New South Wales at this point in time. But there you have the champion, Scotty Ryan. About 6 months into his championship reign at this point, he had defended it most recently at Reawakening 16 in a fatal four-way against Tyler Jacobs, Kyle Steria, and myself, successfully retaining during that match. And, Taylor not paying attention to what's going on, Scotty having a little bit of fun, and the old DJ air horn straight into the ears as Scotty rips the shirt off. Of course, his singlet is no more. He'd ripped that in twain during our cage match, in which he won the EPW Coastal Championship. The bell has rung. Looks like we're actually going to get underway now, and straight into a double leg from Scotty Ryan, looking for that sharpshooter submission, the one that he tapped me out with to win the championship. Taylor bails out straight away, and Scotty gives chase, keeping a careful eye there on T-Panay. Oh, bang! Straight to the jaw. How do you like that, Scotty Ryan? That's what Taylor King's going to do in this match. He's going to use some brute force, and he's going to use T-Panay. Oh, look at that. That's what Scotty needs to do. Play into his strengths, his agility, his speed with a drop down. Whoop, leapfrog caught as Taylor goes for that one-winged angel move that he calls Watch the Throne, but he's cut off with a forearm to the face from Scotty Ryan. Oh, and a big Euro from Taylor King. When you've got that much mass behind it, it hurts all the more, but bang! Straight in the face. Nice leg lariat from Scotty Ryan there. And looking to double up, going for the tilt-a-whirl head scissors, sends Taylor King straight into the corner. This really is a clash of styles. Scotty Ryan, we have seen previously on this channel, competing against myself. Two smaller guys as he goes to kip in there, but Taylor's too strong and catches him. Smaller, quicker guys. Now he's in there. Boom! Big clap around the ear with a powerhouse. That's not to say that Taylor King can't move, because once he gets a head of steam, as we saw there, unfortunately straight into a boot, the guy can move. Scotty signaling now for the big tilt-a-whirl tornado DDT, but there's that power, blocks it, throws him up. Oh! Straight down on his chest. Scotty Ryan did well there to change his trajectory in midair. He was headed skull first for the mat, which could have ended with a serious neck injury. This is why we train the way that we do, so that if we are not heading towards the ground in a favourable way, we can change around. There we go. Oh, straight back into that double leg, going for the sharpshooter again, and T-Panay with the save once again. What an asset T-Panay has already been in this match, and will continue to be right up until present day for Taylor King. I'm sure just having T-Panay at ringside was a calming influence for Taylor King, who I know personally was very nervous heading into his first Coastal Championship match here, as Scotty Ryan flies out with a huge, big suicide dive and gets the crowd fired up as he has another stare down with T-Panay there. Of course, he and Jack Edwards have come into their own these days, and they are no longer sidekicks to Taylor King. They are one united task force. Oh, maybe he should have had a better look, and bang! A big short arm clothesline from T-Panay, the security guard being the difference maker right there. Of course, as I said, just a security guard at that point in time. Oh, Taylor going for the cover. 1, 2, and a big kick out. And just like clockwork, there's Superfan with the can't get the job done chant. I'm pretty sure that is the first pin attempt, not only of this match, but of the entire year. This is the first match of 2018, and already Superfan is chanting, "Can't get the job done," after the very first pin attempt. Some stiff uppercuts and stiff shots there from Taylor King as he's taken over and he's dictating the pace. Pulls him into the dab back elbow. And another. Scotty is getting his bell rocked here after that interference from T-Panay on the outside. Goes for a third and a jawbreaker to get himself a bit of breathing room. Off the ropes, ducks the elbow. Goes for and goes for the quesadilla into a prawn hold. Taylor kicks out at 2. And big press up drop kick. Scotty has got the momentum back on his side. He sent Taylor King into the corner. Now Scotty feeding off that crowd, getting ready to charge in and probably throw one of his signature drop kicks, I would imagine. Boom! There we go, right on the money. And a nice big chop there from Scotty Ryan. As I said, you see T-Panay on the outside there, and bang! Another chop there, just shoved away by Taylor King. And Scotty's just going to go straight back to chopping him. T-Panay, these days, is our Rising Star Cup champion and one half of the TK Task Force tag team, now known simply as the Task Force, who happen to be #1 contenders for the EPW Tag Championships. As Scotty Ryan sets Taylor King up on the top rope, looking for that superplex that I know all too well. And Scotty comes crashing down to the mat as Taylor manages to wrestle the momentum back in his favour. Now, this is a few times we've seen this from Taylor. A little bit of showboating, a little bit of too concerned with what the crowd thinks, and that's an opening for Scotty as he leaps in a single bound to the top rope and hooks Taylor up for that superplex. But there's T-Panay one more time. Scotty is distracted. Taylor manages to hook the head, hook the leg, and here we go. Bang! A huge, big, twisting fisherman buster off the top rope. If Taylor can capitalize on that one, this could be a new Coastal Champion. 1, 2, and no! There's the resilience from Scotty Ryan as Taylor screams at the referee and spits in disgust that the match is still going. The reason why I picked this match to cover is because it really signifies the new breed in EPW. Bang! There we go, there's a stiff shot and another, getting their chance to shine and to show what they can do in championship matches. This was Taylor King's first ever championship match in EPW, and at this point he'd only been wrestling for a couple of years. Big, attempted spine buster that Scotty has managed to transition into a DDT and planted Taylor in the ring. I'm sure that knocked the wind out of Scotty as well, so he hasn't been able to capitalize just yet. Goes for the cover, and there we go again. T-Panay dragging Taylor King to the outside. As I said, Taylor King was relatively fresh in his career at this point. Scotty Ryan hadn't been wrestling for an overly long period of time either, so this match really showed the first time the Coastal Championship was contested between two newer performers. I had, of course, been the Coastal Champion before this. Scotty Ryan had defended against people the likes of Tyler Jacobs and Cole Stereo, who've been wrestling even longer than I have, whereas this was his first challenge that really came from the new breed as Taylor scoops in, puts his feet on the ropes, 2, and no! Scotty Ryan kicks out despite the feet on the ropes, and Taylor King cannot believe it. He's got 2 handfuls of referee shirt. You want to be careful of that. You don't get yourself disqualified. Boom! Big back cracker from Scotty. That'll do it here. 1, 2, and thanks to a heaping helping of T-Panay, Taylor King's foot finds the rope, and the ref finds reason to break the count. Scotty Ryan just questioning it there. Taylor King is using every trick in the book, but he's staying in this one. He would love nothing more than become the 3rd ever EPW Coastal Champion. As Scotty goes for that DDT again, transition into a over-the-shoulder fireman's carry. Scotty now goes for a pin, but Taylor, he's got himself down into a pin as well, into that frog pin. But the ref's not going to be fooled this time. He sees T-Panay holding hands. He tells him to break it. He breaks it himself as Scotty rolls into his own pin. 1, 2. Taylor kicks out, but unfortunately, straight into the sharpshooter. Taylor's trying to fight. He's trying to uncross his feet, but Scotty's crossed him back the other way. And there we have it. Taylor King taps out to the sharpshooter. Not a lot you can do once you get put in such a devastating hold. There we have it. Taylor King, unfortunately for himself, unsuccessful in his quest for EPW Championship gold there. One might wonder how he would fare these days with a few more years of experience under his belt, challenging for that title. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we see such things. And the scene ends the way it started. Scotty Ryan's hand raised in the air, holding onto the Coastal Championship. His title reign continues to pick up steam and momentum as we push forward in the history of the EPW Coastal Championship. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'm The Real Wrestler, and thus endeth the lesson.